trained is your level +2, expert is your level +4, and master is your level +6. Okay, that's what I've been getting wrong.
Yo!
Yo!
Yeah!
Hi, how's it going?
What's up, everybody?
It's going.
I see you. Okay. This is what we're doing today? Okay.
No,
I mean, this is what we could be doing if you really want to. I don't know, I could do this all day.
I won't. I'm being a shitter.
How dare you? How exactly dare you?
It's a protogen voice. It sounds cute.
Oh, that's
Sure.
a protogen?
Anyway.
Apparently, yeah.
All right.
So-
I'm gonna put myself to expert in society because that makes sense. Unless you think I should be getting intimidation after what I did earlier.
I mean, you can certainly justify it if you want to put it there.
We made it rain blood.
Yeah, I might as well do that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, my nat 20 bomb that I made will do that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Who wants to recap?
Oh, jeez. I will do it.
Oh, we're murdering a guy, I just noticed.
Yeah, we murdered many people. So when we came back last time, we were seeing a bunch of goblins fight a cockatrice, or two cockatrices, and one of the cockatrices got hurt, and Soba wanted to protect the pretty burb. So we charged into battle. We threw. What was it that CC made?
She made an ether bomb.
Ah, yes, you made a chloroform bomb.
No. Oh no, that was the capsaicin extract.
Oh, capsaicin, right.
Capsaicin extract into an egg.
Spicy bomb.
Yes.
And we rescued one of the chickums, and we made the other one into nuggets.
Delicious titanium
found-
nuggets.
Yeah, there was only its liver that was made of mithril. Yeah, we took its mithril liver, so we're gonna add that to the pile of mithril that we just have. The local artificer. Wait, what's the term in Pathfinder? Because I keep wanting to say artificer.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, there's Polearm. God, inventors. Local inventors made war crime bombs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not intentionally. Well, not
What have we done
Intentionally.
in
Yeah.
terms of war crime bombs in the meantime? I would like to know about war crimes.
It's like a regular bomb, but spicy.
Yeah.
It's not my fault I'm on that.
It's like a regular bomb, but if you use it, you get tried in The Hague and have to flee to Argentina.
It's not my fault I'm good at bomb making.
Yeah. Soba
Isn't it,
made
though? Isn't it?
Soba made delicious fried chicken
Like,
as a peace
yeah,
offering.
you know, like it's definitely all your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soba made delicious fried chicken as a peace offering. We went to go and basically parlay with the goblins. And then we set off the bomb. We blew up the devil. And now it's raining blood. And just as a thing, I'm adding because if we got a level up. One of the
blood
magical
is a normal thing.
Yeah. One of the magical things of blood landed on Soba's forehead, and now she has a weird magical spiral on her forehead. Don't question it. It's fine.
Like,
I have one question about that.
Like,
Yeah.
Has Soba noticed that yet?
Soba has not noticed it yet. There's a circle right in the middle of her. Not a circle, a spiral in the middle of her forehead.
Nice.
She has not noticed it yet. She's just like. Yeah.
Absolutely, 1,000% noticed this.
I mean, it's a big spiral in her forehead, like a unicorn horn spiral.
Actually, we have stuff.
Yeah, no, like it's a reasonable thing to notice or not notice it, but like I noticed it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, if we're having stuff grow out of characters, if I may ask Jade, question.
Yes, you can have wingies.
Yay!
Uh-huh.
It can be a side effect of this as well.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. I mean, it's Satan blood.
Yay!
You can do
Yeah, I
whatever.
was gonna say because this feels like a really funny moment for his wings to suddenly sprout from the back, and it's like, oh, there
and is-
they are. Oh, my wings came in.
And as long as we're at it, Magus, your new ability can spark from this as well. And if Cass or CC wants to add anything funky happening off of this, go ham, go hog wild.
I'm sorry, what happened?
You were saying your new ability about making people look like you.
Oh, no, I'm not taking that one.
Oh, you're not. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're not.
That one was just really funny to mention.
It's just I just thought it was really funny because I'm like,
Oh, it is
that
hilarious.
would not make any sense at all. It's like I bump into somebody and they're me. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, but like I can actually see justifying
Remember,
that.
I just want you to say, like, do the thing that is funniest for
I mean,
what we're doing.
if we're having new things grow, like you could just have another tail. You're a kitsune, right?
Don't worry. I've got something similar that I can do that will be just as amusing.
How many
Right now, I'm
tails
trying
do
to
you
figure out what
have?
to do with
Okay.
this skillful lesson thing.
That's it's all good. I want the funniest thing to happen.
Yeah. Like,
So,
we all fucking mutate. We're just like, oh shit, oh fuck, hey guys, I found this weird plaque. It says
I don't
nothing
so much
of honor
mutate
is buried
because, like,
here.
I like the idea that I love the idea that Flicker is just like, oh, finally.
So
I don't
people
so
who are
much
watching
mutate
on,
is like
Ah.
I'm awful. Just like everything that is happening with me is awful.
Mhm. Oh, Bill, did you level up?
Yeah.
So, people who are watching on my stream can also see the DM notes, and they have seen me just absolutely screaming at what the players were doing as they all of last episode, and it was fantastic. But I just want to,
Yeah.
yeah. But right now, yes, Oh, did you finish with the recap? Because you kind of like got right up to the
Yeah, I
explosion
think
end.
blowing up the devil was the final
Yeah.
thing we did, yeah.
Yes, a giant
Mhm.
plume of smoke rose into the air, spread across the sky, and now it is raining a red liquid.
I guess we should mention that the reason we did that was to intimidate the goblins into submission.
So
No.
with
I
things that
mean,
maybe
it's
frighten
more
us.
effective this way.
Listen, goblins, we have brought
It-
Popeye's
like-
chicken sandwich, but no drink.
No, eat
It's more
biscuits.
intimidating that we have decided to like bring the Popeyes blood rain down on them.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
I
am... Sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was gonna say, Soba did bring, like, fried chicken. Like, I'm just gonna imagine she just adds a biscuit to the bucket of fried... This will be... No drink. This will truly cause them to fear us.
Extra gravy.
No, they can't have the gravy. The biscuit needs to, like, dry their throat out so much they can't cast spells. It's a silence effect.
So, as we start, I actually have I mean, at this point, you guys know that I do weird stuff as a GM, you know, so it shouldn't
I
really
can't wait.
surprise you all
Mhm.
to hear that I have a strange, weird thing for you all to do.
Mhm.
Mm.
There are effectively 5 factions that are being affected by this. Well, 5 groups of people or individuals. So we have the 2 chieftains, Floorborer and Krakenut. We have the Goblin Great
Also
Witch.
known as-
We have the mass goblins themselves, and also the slaves. I want you each to pick one of these. I will not be explaining why yet.
Goblins.
Slaves.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will pick the witch then.
All right.
What was the options?
The 2 chieftains are left, or you can fight someone else for
I'll
one
take-
of theirs.
I guess I'll take one of the chieftains then.
I'll take the other chieftain then.
Which one do you want?
Someone who's musky.
Doesn't matter, but
I will take Muskie.
Yeah, I was gonna give that one to you.
You hated that last time.
which one? Florbor? Or Krak? I have Florbor and Krakna as the chieftains.
Yeah, we call one of them Musk and the other one Zuckerberg
Oh, right.
or something. I don't remember. I don't remember like which one was which.
Those are their names, actually.
All right. So, here's what I want y'all to do.
Uh-huh.
All y'all Ewans to do. Because of the amount of chaos and it affecting everybody differently, and everyone all at the same time, I want you all just to write a brief paragraph on what that individual's reaction is to this happening, or that group's reaction is to this happening. And all of them, unless we'll sort through any conflicts, but they will all be canon simultaneously.
Wait, what each of our persons ones
Yep.
are?
I guess I should start that.
No.
So after-
No. DM me the results because I don't want you to influence each other with
Oh.
this.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
I want you.
okay.
Sorry, I'm finishing off the last of my character boosting things because like there's a lot here that I need to be mindful of.
That's fine.
So bear
Dig-
with me.
No rush. There's no rush on this. We can just vibe for a few minutes and talk about the game and some other stuff. But like, my idea with this is I don't want you. I want all this to be intentionally separate lines of thought. My thought process behind this is that I want all these things not to be you did this so we do this. It's something that you guys are phenomenal at. I want to challenge myself and take completely disparate thought patterns and try to integrate them into each other.
Okay.
This is the thing that I do extremely well, so yeah, I'm down for it.
Okay.
All right, what am I doing here?
Dancing. Presumably dancing.
10.
I assume all of you are dancing at all times.
Yes. Well, I mean, why?
Yeah.
This is a default state. It's the idle animation.
Exactly.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my AC's gone up.
But yeah.
All right, I think I've got the idea of generally what I'm supposed to be doing for my upgrades here, because I don't. Maybe you can explain to me what the difference is between a skillful lesson and a skill feat, because they just seem like the same thing.
Skillful
I
lesson.
mean, I think
Yeah, it says here, every odd-numbered level you gain a skill feat. It must be for an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma-based skill, or the skill you gain from your methodology.
So I think that it basically effectively gives you extra skill feats that other players don't have. It just don't get as many.
Okay.
It is just a skill feat, but you gain an extra skill feat that compared to the other players, which are only getting one every like 4 levels, as opposed to you, which who gets one every other level.
Bah.
Bah.
Ba, 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 ba.
Dang, there's not really any skills for perception.
Not really, no.
Mostly of deception, though.
Like perception keys off
A
so
lot
many
of
things
things
that I
for
think that if there were a lot of skills for it, it would just really shatter the system because there's already so
Maybe.
much value in it.
Yeah. Like, perception is just already so very good.
So I took group impression as my skill lesson, which is
I sent
means that I
mine
can use a diplomacy roll on multiple
via
people at the same
DM.
time. Ability boosts, weapon expertise, ancestry feat. Okay, I think I got all of my stuff.
But yeah, I like doing weird
Is that
stuff.
Tara?
Yes, it is.
It keeps it interesting.
Alright, I'm gonna save this character sheet and send it your way real quick.
Okay.
How do I save this?
Carefully.
Menu, there we go. Save
Also,
as.
for
Sorry,
some reason,
Adobe
Yeah.
Acrobat has changed their nonsense once again.
I use what's it called? I use Foxit Reader.
Oh, I use that.
It does
Yeah.
everything I need it to do, except it
Foxit's
doesn't.
really good.
It doesn't harass you all the time. It's more toned down, so it doesn't have all
Yeah.
the extra bloat that Adobe tends to have. It also doesn't take up
I
your
mean,
The
I've
only-
got all.
resources.
I
The
pretty
only
much use
downside-
all of Adobe. I use pretty much all of Adobe Suite, so there's no reason for me not to use it.
Oh, that's fair.
The
Then.
only-
Yeah, if you're
The
already
only
running all of
downside
it.
to Foxit.
I use Opera.
Yeah. The only downside to
Nerd.
Foxit is that they've changed it, so now it Foxit fucking requires pay. Like if you want to like have like fillable sheets, you have to pay for it now, which is really annoying.
It's always morally justified to do such and such to Adobe products. You all know what the blanks are.
Yeah, no,
You
Yeah.
love
Harrison.
fatality.
yeah, no, that's agreed. Adobe, like, there's no.
Adobe is not an ethical
Agreed.
company.
Mhm.
They're not even a
Isn't
reasonable
Adobe one of the
company.
companies
Let's
that
talk about
first
Unity.
started the standard trend of recurring subscriptions?
They are.
Yep.
Let's talk about Unity.
Oh boy, that's gonna be the
I've
entire
been-
stream if you
I've
get me
been-
started.
Yeah, we had a conversation about
I've
that
been-
earlier today, actually, off
I've been
stream.
waiting. I've been waiting like
It's
I've been waiting for this game since it was announced so I could talk to you guys. But no, I had to spend it on cartoons.
I'm
yeah.
just gonna say, Unity, bad. Unity,
Fuck
bad.
Unity.
Unity bad. And I hate
Unity-
the fact
Did
that
you get the file? Jim?
I did. Feel free to toss. And now you can toss together a real quick of the other
Oh,
thing. But I do have the file. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
What other
the
thing do I have to
Unity
throw?
thing.
What you have chosen one of the Goblin War Chiefs. What is their reaction to this thing that just happened? And go ahead and DM it to me.
All right, 1 second. Let me just.
I actually felt so nauseous after the Unity thing in combination with another thing that I felt the need to create art out of it.
Bill, did you? So,
like-
Bill, did you send me a thing?
I don't think so.
Do you? Okay.
He wrote. I think he wrote it in the New World D&D chat.
Oh,
Yeah, I DM'd it to you.
Me too.
I mean, I said, what are we gonna do?
no. What is their reaction? Go ahead and DM me what their reaction is to seeing this event occur.
On a side note, I can't help but think that when the rain started drizzling down at first, can't help but imagine that Flicker put his tongue out to, like, taste it.
Okay. It is blood.
Tasty.
I know, but it's like that's what I imagine it, and then it goes, that's blood.
Yep.
Like,
You'll
it's
need to
like-
take some. You'll need to take some files if you want any more specific information. But yes, you can. Your tongue can tell you that it is in fact blood.
I think he'll.
Hmm.
I think he'll
Will
keep it to
be an
just
interesting
blood.
implication to Gripply magic.
Gripply or blood mages. So I hate magic.
Don't have.
I feel like
I have
Cece
not
is
been
gathering a
upgraded.
sample. Just holding up a couple of vials.
Alright, we're just waiting for bills.
I have not been upgraded to like place myself in the thing. I haven't been upgraded, is what I said.
Okay,
There we
I'm
go.
waiting for you to DM me that thing whenever you're ready. And now I've promoted everybody, so you can add models or change them or whatever.
I also like to imagine that the witch kind of instinctually knows. Oh, I know who did that big explosion. I know
To be
who
clear,
we
like-
sent that, I know who we sent in that general direction.
I am not like super. I don't have a huge idea of what the thing that just happened is means. I exist in the world, and we have made a mistake. I am
Nah.
aware that we are in a rain of blood, and I don't know what it means.
Nah,
Okay.
we're fine.
I
you
did
have any-
incorrectly assume that the crystals would be arcane stable. Cece says.
We're waiting for, we're waiting for Bill. Does anyone have any questions or reactions to what happened?
I think you got my thing, right?
Yes, I did. I'm waiting to read them
Okay.
all off after I have all of them.
I think my reaction to it raining blood is documented at this point.
Out of character, I was 100% certain something horrible would happen by blowing up that building, but
Oh, now you
Nah,
said
it's
for the
fine.
Blowing up a building is fun and good, and
Property
Fine.
damage is always morally correct.
I fully expected someone to shut me down because of the crystals, and then when nobody did, I was like, I am going to bite my tongue because this will just be so much more interesting.
Honestly, I was waiting for someone to shut you down too, and I
was gonna do it like
see. I was expecting
blow
you.
shit up. That's funny.
I was expecting you to be the good little chemist and take a few samples of crystals to analyze.
Silva
We have a
trusts
time frame. We have a limited time frame here.
Silva trusts the inventor.
All right.
Plus,
So,
the crystals are magic, and we know that Cece is not great at working with that anymore.
also true.
Yeah.
Oh. I do
So-
not know what science is. I will trust the scientist.
So-
Sorry. Go ahead.
Crack blammo.
That is not the sciencerist.
The entire of the ground shakes as the explosion rocks through the atmosphere, and
Mhm.
the rain begins. Everything is dead silent for a few moments, and coming out of the silence, one of the goblin war chiefs just says, I can do that too! I can do that too! Cries, runs over to one of the lesser goblins who has a spear, and pushes him into a nearby water barrel. Around this commotion, all hell breaks loose, because the slaves are panicking, freaking out, just running around and mostly trying to run back inside on account of the outside having, become a hostile environment. The other goblin chief runs up to the first one and just starts shaking him, saying, "No, we have to get out of here. The god is angry. It's awake," and just starts violently shaking him back and forth as the first one is insistent that no, this is fine. Meanwhile, And at this point, all of the goblins are initially cheering because the goblins like big explosions.
Oh no.
After the rain falls, when the rain begins to fall, however, that cheer turns into screams. And they just turn into full panic and running around in circles, running into each other. The entire upper deck of the ship is mostly a mosh pit. That's part of what drove the slaves to run back inside, you see. After a few moments, the Great Witch comes out from beneath the decks, slams a staff down on... You have seen the Great Witch before, by the way. She was the one who was managing the wind. Slams a staff down onto the floorboards, and with her own crack of thunder, which might be impressive in another circumstance, but in this one, it completely pales after what just happened. But she... and then she notices this. She realizes that, that bravado did nothing. She runs over to the captains and starts telling them that the gods are angry. We go now. The problem is that the ship is not ready to sail. The ship has been been structurally, reassembled, but she's already trying to cast magic that will force it back into the ocean. All of this happens simultaneously. Simultaneously with whatever you all are doing. How would you like to proceed?
I would like to get more people onto our side.
So, but wait, Cece's not here. Fuck.
Nope, she's back in the woods.
Nearby, but here.
Yeah. Soba turns to Soba. Oh fuck, Magus, I forgot what your character's name is. Rodelac. Rodelac. Yeah. Soba turns to Rodelac and goes like, "Scientist is not here. You are second smartest. You are third smartest. You are third smartest. What is happening?"
I feel like I've been downgraded really quickly in that sentence.
Well, because we've got two scientists. So Soba's opinion is Cece is the smartest. She spent more time. And then the other inventor is second smartest because she's not seen anything of his that hasn't immediately fucking backfired. And then you know how to talk to people, and you use words that she doesn't understand. That is the progression.
It's like, we could probably take advantage of this amidst all the chaos. I'm gonna try and, the blood's raining on me, right?
Oh, yes, it is. It's raining on pretty much everything around.
How fresh is the blood?
Oh, it's perfectly fresh.
Oh,
Who did we blow up?
Blood.
Oh no! The entire sky is raining. This is not a thing blew up. This is the sky is now has a blood cloud.
If we blew up a person, you'd be painted red on one side.
Is Rodelac visibly uncomfortable by the blood?
I imagine he must make a I should probably make a will save for this to keep my shit together.
Right? Yeah. I mean, if he's visibly, I'm just asking. What is Soba seeing from him?
Well, give me a second. This will probably help. I've got a will save of 9. What's my DC on this one?
I mean, it's blood coming from the sky.
Where'd it go? What the heck?
Why is the rain sideways?
I have no idea. I'm trying to get some fancy rain effect here, but it's not doing what I want it to. Your will save is 18.
No, I got a 16 on
my 21
on my will save.
On my check.
No, I mean the difficulty. Yeah, it's actually saying that they have to roll.
Oh, the difficulty for me to get it is 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely failed that.
Yeah, Soba's just gonna shrug off her cloak, and she's just gonna put it over your head like a fucking Kobold or something.
At first, you're gonna you hear the explosion as he collapses on the ground and looks back. It's like that explosion was way too close. And then as the blood rain starts coming down, you hear this very high pitched shrill squeal. And it's like, oh,
yeah.
It's gross.
Soba's just
wait.
her big hefty her big hefty fur cloak. She just kind of shrugs it off and just puts it over you.
Chat goes from white fox to red fox.
Oh,
It's only a
God.
little red, depending on how fast Nova puts the cloak on him.
All right.
Like,
So I
like you
think-
guys know what a cagoule is, right? Or like, is it a different
I
word
do
in
not.
America?
I don't know the word.
Fucking. Hang on. Fucking. That is not a cagoule. I tried looking up a picture of it. It's like, kind of like a. It's okay. Well, this is this is a similar thing, I guess, but it's not exactly right. It's like a poncho kind of thing with a hood. Except the ones I had growing up didn't
Oh,
Oh, okay.
didn't
Yeah.
go all the way
brand.
around. Oh, is it a
Gotcha,
brand?
gotcha.
Yeah, it's a brand for raincoats.
Oh,
I-
okay.
So
I'd
like
say
a
poncho.
parka.
Yeah.
Parka,
Okay,
parka,
okay.
Yeah, parka.
Okay, so this is a Xerox situation where just in England, like the
Mhm.
company's gone, but the fucking name has remained.
Yeah.
Alright.
The cagoule is apparently still around. The brand is still around.
In England, everything that looks like that is called a cagoule, or at least where I'm from, it is.
I think in this circumstance and time period, it'd be a rain slick.
Okay, yeah. But she's just kind of just draped it over him, like one of those.
All right,
Which
I'm,
is,
co-
I
I'm
believe,
cool. I'm cool.
oiled leather at this point in time.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Just hyperventilating. He's like, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm all right. Threw up in my mouth a little bit. I'll be okay. Just.
At the very least, her cloak isn't fox fur. Her cloak is like fucking bear fur, so it's slightly different.
Yeah. Now it's now it looks freshly. It looks freshly skinned.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you asked Rodelac what we should do. It's like, well, we should probably take advantage of the chaos and try to take the ship while they're all running around like chickens with their heads cut off and the rain being blood. Mhm.
So Soba draws her sword, heads cut off. Okay, specific, but I like. And then just goes, just runs up the ramp.
Wait, I might have spoken in error.
No, she's
As
going.
he tries chasing after her. I'm sorry.
And Cece is going to glance back to Kaz and Marcus, who are behind, and I guess Angela too, who are behind her. Do you think we still need the big one?
The big one?
I mean, you blew up the devil. You can
Oh.
blow up God now, I guess.
That was the goblin stomach one, not the cockatrice
Yeah.
intestine.
Uh-huh.
So she's like,
I
she
think
brought
we're
one
good,
out
lass.
before. Brought one out before that was like maybe a little bit big, like maybe the size of 2 softballs, and now she's got one that's still like
I think
the
we're good,
spider's still
lass.
tracking that's more in the realm of like 18 or 20.
Looks like we'll de-seed. We'll say that the explosion shimmered his character out of existence for a few moments.
Okay.
I mean, it could just be he got shell shocked a little bit.
That's fair, but it's also, kind of been in their
Hey,
character
can you
thing, right?
hear me? I think my microphone decided to stealthily disengage itself.
Oh no.
So we do have
I
one
just wanted-
issue with this bomb. However, now that we don't need it,
I just want to do like a quick little bit,
Mhm.
if I can. It's in relation to the wings and what just happened. So after I see like Rodelac, while she was still next to him, he's like hyperventilating. He's like, did you say that you were like crouched or something like that, or just hyperventilating?
I believe he's hyperventilating and like trying to collect himself.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we can see this clearly, and I like the idea that we cut back to Flicker, and his hand is just extended out and for the blood. Well, blood is good for the soil, I heard. And not like practically seconds later, his wings pop out. He's like 2 big wings sprout out. Oh, good! My wings have come in. Mother did always say I was.
It'd be funny if they were
a
demon
blooper.
wings.
What was
No,
what was
these
that,
are
GD?
But you can't.
No, these are natural. The
Yeah, but I
dragon-
just say it'd be really funny if they were demon wings. You just assume they
I
were
know.
dragon wings.
I know, but it's like either way,
Yeah.
you'd still be happy. Hey, I got my
Yeah.
wings.
Uh,
This might be an unfortunate timing, given the fact that it's
Oh,
I
sorry.
can't practice my flying. I will probably have like 1 or 2 sessions where he's getting used to actually flying these things. I don't think there's ever been anyone ever that just gained wings and there's a session or 2 where they can't use them.
Honestly, I'd be okay with that. That sounds like a fun session.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the kind of thing that we could do some very interesting stuff with.
Well, yeah, this is obviously a side thing that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cece just,
but yeah, just the idea that
rolls
he's
herself
like,
back under the tree a little bit more.
but yeah,
Right then.
any reactions to the new sprouted wings?
There's a lot going on right
I-
now. I mean,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
he's right.
fair.
I think Rortalak's currently like worrying about Soba just charging the boat with his sword drawn.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
yeah.
That's completely.
And Cece seeing the wings suddenly sprout out of your back, so just like rolls her chair slightly more under the tree to stay out of the rain.
Yeah.
Oh god. God, speaking of Cece, I have infinitely more respect for Cece now. Pushing a wheelchair around is fucking hard.
Oh, especially.
Mhm.
Oh wait, are you in a wheelchair?
I got one because I have a bad spine and walking is hard. Yeah, I went on a walk today. Like, fuck, the pavements in America are not designed for people in chairs. God damn.
No.
You're barely
No, they're
designed
not.
for people.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right, let's refocus here, yes?
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Cool. The Goblin
I like
Chieftains
talking
are...
to you guys so much.
I do have one small problem, however, that we will need to deal with soon. There's no safe way to disarm these.
Oh, absolutely
Oh
not.
no!
They need to go off somehow, and just preferably somewhere that's safe. So now that we don't
well, you
need the
told me to
bomb,
make
the
a
question
bomb.
is where we dispose of it.
Well, you told me to make a bomb. You didn't tell me not to make it.
We did need the ether bomb, but now that we apparently don't need the second one, I am here with a second ether bomb and nowhere to dispose of it.
Is the fuse still going?
There is no fuse.
Oh,
They
well,
simply
I mean,
detonate when they accumulate
Gotcha.
enough heat.
Well, actually, given the fact that I got a nat 20, which means I am the mastermind of these bombs, would I have any idea of how to just safely dispose and/or just
It's
make
ether.
them inept?
I mean, you could just
So
use
no.
Okay, you might have to
Yeah.
explain to me the concept
We-
of ether. Is this something magical?
There is something that No, it's a real thing in the real world. It combusts at air temperature.
Mm-hmm.
So just like existing in sunlight will make it explode violently in a thermobaric reaction.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm sorry
what
to.
What you do with an ether bomb, you put it somewhere where there's things that you don't like.
And then you
Put
get
it in the
away
fridge.
from it.
Put it in the fridge.
Again, we were going to say you could always put it on the front of the boat. So if they try to,
Well-
push that thing offshore, and,
Yes,
Also-
but the reason that we didn't do that in the first place was because of the concern for the slaves on board.
Also,
You two are not-
counterpoint.
I actually am going to drop the line of you two are near each other, and this is an activity-focused moment. This is I think this is a less of a discussion moment and more of a, oh god, what's happening moment. So,
Yeah.
well,
yeah, I'm
the
not
ether.
near-
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, well, the ether discussion is valid and something that we do need to discuss.
Yeah,
The specifics are it.
yeah, I'm not here during that, and not with any within earshot of our scientists. So I'm probably going to run with Soba onto the ship
All
during all
right.
the chaos.
Do you think we should maybe charge onto the ship now?
I think currently we have the pressing concern of possibly being reduced to dust on the wind.
Okay, so my counterpoint here would be: is there a magical solution? Because that is the one thing the real world does not have in spades.
So, hang on. This
Anything
thing.
that can cool it quickly or keep it cool is helpful
Okay, I was
for
gonna-
allowing us to carry it somewhere else.
Put it in the
Okay.
fridge.
Putting it underwater.
Yeah.
Underwater won't quite work. It'll buy more time.
It'll
Like-
change the nature
oh, wait,
of how it ruptures. It'll turn in,
Yes.
Do we have any spellcasters?
Yeah,
Does
the one who just phased out.
The
Oh
one who phased out
shit!
of existence because we blew up the temple full of crystals.
Oh no!
Your spellcaster is currently not in this plane.
We have a second spell... Mr. President, we have a second spellcaster. Oh god.
A second spellcaster has hit the Twin Towers.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that joke came.
It's-
Oh yeah, it's because it's fresh.
Cause it's fucking. Cause
Yeah,
it's fucking
it's-
9/11 4 days ago.
Yeah. Angela, does she have anything she can use to cool it off?
Yeah. Give it
Gentle
to
cooling
the
would be best.
Yes.
Give it to the A team. If they fuck it up, then hey, we're the A team.
I mean,
Nice.
if they mess it up, there is no A team or B team. We're making
I don't know, I think so.
character sheets.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think we have to remember this was a decent distance away from us.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
How much damage does this do? Cause Soba might be able to survive it.
I don't
The
think
ether
so.
bomb?
but-
It obliterated the stone
How much
building.
damage?
The small one obliterated the stone temple and everything.
Hang on, no,
inside
how
it.
many D10s is it? How many D10s?
Do you
how many
really
D8s?
need them
How
to
many-
categorize it in how many dice? Because I feel like, from a story standpoint, you will
Yeah,
die
thank
from
you.
this thing.
I'm
The
being
answer,
a
the
bitch,
answer,
I'm sorry.
Soba, the answer is all of them.
I'm sorry.
You are misunderestimating that nat 20 that Flicker put into these babies.
But no,
Sorry.
I think the nat 20 was less of a making the bomb more potent and more of a making the bomb potent without exploding ourselves first.
Yeah.
give me crafting
That's
checks
fair.
from both of you. This is not for
Okay.
crafting
Sure.
something, but this is an understanding of crafting.
I'm sorry. I'm being a shitter, but Soba has fallen from orbit before.
19 plus 13. That's
I got a 16.
A lot. Okay.
Yay,
19.
dice.
19 plus 13. 20, 10, 33,
Sprig.
30, 32.
32. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry.
It's all good. Sprig, that was a big explosion and your ears are ringing. Flicker, that was a big explosion and it was bigger than it should have been for the type of bomb that you made, even accounting for the flame runes that were imbued in it. That with that high of a roll, you suspect there may have been some sort of chain reaction or something else that made it even bigger, because you were too close. You were a proper distance away from what should have been the size of the explosion, even counting the building and the rubble.
So let me convey this information to my colleague this way. I think the explosion was too big.
What?
I tried silent. I tried yelling it, also being silent at the same time. I think there's something in the material we used that made it more potent.
The crystals might have chain reacted with it.
The what?
What? What?
Angela is actually you can actually tell this because of your training. Angela's running dispel runes over the flame, dispel sigils over the flame rune. That's all she's doing. She doesn't understand the chemistry side.
Oh no, she's stupid. Oh no.
Oh no, she's brilliant, but not in chemistry.
Yeah, it just
Oh,
there's
no.
a gap in her skill set.
Yeah, exactly. A very reasonable gap if you think about it.
Well, yeah, I was gonna correct a thing, but like I'm gonna also probably better not to correct the thing just because like hyper-specific knowledge shared through the internet can be dangerous.
Oh.
What's the internet?
Who wants to be put on a list?
I don't know anything about this internet.
This is gonna be one of those streams where everybody who watches it gets put on a watch list.
With the water, like with the tides starting to come in from their magic, we're not going to be able to just dispose of this by throwing it in the water. It's not going to be carried out. It's just going to be carried back to us.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Oh, fuck off! Die! Die! Die!
I was really worried Kennedy was gonna steal that from me.
I don't get it.
It's a Batman reference.
Here, I posted it.
Get it.
Not the whole thing, but that's the general gist.
Get an inspiration or whatever this system uses for those. Hold on, take a platinum piece.
Yay!
Inspiration in this system is an additional hero point.
Cool, you get a platinum.
But we're not using hero points right, so fuck it, I don't even know.
I'm so proud of myself for that one.
That was extremely good food.
Yeah. Jeez. So you're supposed to get a hero. You're supposed to get a hero point every hour after the first hour of a session, and they reset at the start. But we're not doing that, I don't think.
Oh, do you want that? Sure.
I mean, the system's designed for it because dice rolls are cringe.
Yeah, you know, have a platinum. That's fine. We'll just use them.
Carbon dating yourself with that joke. I didn't
Let's
even
go.
want the original. I just keep track of jokes.
Wait then, so. Rodolak.
Yes.
Soba's run straight ahead. You see the two goblin chieftains arguing with each other, with the witch coming in and yelling at both of them. Now, no one's actually paying attention to the witch. They're just yelling at each other while the witch yells at both of them. And other than that, there's just goblins running in circles like Looney Tunes bit, and turning the entire upper deck into a mosh pit, which Soba is enjoying tremendously.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
She's doing the moshing.
Are the slaves under the holds, or are they all like on the deck or something?
Those that are on the deck are doing their best not to be. They're running inside as yeah. They're trying to run inside, but you have it's the opposite of yelling fire, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, like I'm having a bit of decision paralysis in this situation because I could probably like try to consider. I can't really tell them to surrender now because they just think they're being attacked.
Well, no, you did deliver your threat beforehand. If you just gotta play it up now. Unless, she starts cutting heads, which she's probably gonna do.
All right. I have an idea. I'm going to pull out. What's Soba doing right now?
She's running in and she's just gonna start chopping goblins.
I'm gonna.
You said that they were running around like chickens with their head cut off. So she took that as, all right, go in there and decapitate goblins. So that's what she's doing.
So when you get up there, I'm going to try and convince you try to get the slaves to leave, or try to set them free, like break open the cages and stuff like that.
All right. So,
but I'm gonna try and start an opening intimidation on this one to get the goblins to either surrender or abandon ship.
So, and as they're going, just in case this gives you any bonuses, as Soba's going, she's like, as she sees chains, she's just slashing at them with her sword. She sees goblins, she's slashing at their necks, and she's just like laughing, like, "Run, everyone, run from Soba!"
Well, I'm gonna have to lean into this.
She's having fun.
Yep. So that means I gotta lean into this. So I pull out my lion scythe. Seeing as that we probably had time to prep for this kind of thing, so I probably have my equipment with me for once. Except for the stiletto pen, I've still given that away. I hold out the lion scythe and I point at the two, the witch and the two shamans, or the two, the leaders.
Mm-hmm. The two chieftains in the bush.
And I point at them with the weapon, and I say, "Your sins have collected, and now you must pay the price."
Jesus Christ!
And as I do this, I'm going to use my ability, Replicate, which is the new ability.
What does that do?
Replicate allows me to use illusory disguise as a transmutation and morph effect. My body physically transforms.
Oh my fuck.
And as I point towards them and start walking, I'm slowing my approach to make it like a very intimidating, like, death march, as my body starts turning an inky blood red. And I start assuming some of the bodily qualities of oh my god, what's the name of them? The displacer beast that we had fought earlier, but its skin is made of like this oily red. The idea about Replicate is I can make myself look like any physical thing that I want that is my body type. I cannot disguise myself as a specific person. It's more of like I can make myself look like certain things. So like a kitsune disguise thing.
Yeah.
I'm making myself look like I'm made out of the Bloodstorm.
That's amazing.
As I approach them as an intimidation check.
Give me intimidation. I also would like you to roll a performance, just to see what that number comes out as.
Well, first let's roll the performance. That is a critical failure.
You have you do have your inspiration.
Am I allowed to use that?
Yeah.
Absolutely, for anything.
I will do that.
Hero points are for any d20 roll.
Oh my god.
What'd you
The
get?
Evans have decided.
He went from a 1 to a 2.
I still have 1 hero point left over. Can I use that?
Okay, but if it's still single digits, I'm going to laugh.
We're all going to laugh.
16! Yeah, let's go!
Okay, but if that was almost a 3, like, if you look at the die, that almost landed on a 3.
Yeah, I see.
I thought it was gonna land on. I thought it was gonna land on the 7.
And now my intimidate, which is now a plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Oh my god.
Nice. Okay. I was having the performance mostly as a way of checking composure. Like, are you able to do, you can do the intimidation, but are you also able to pull it off under this stressful circumstance with everything that's going on? And you do. I'm rather surprised, but, dang, you nailed it.
Barely. I barely managed to keep my composure here.
Oh, you earned it. And the total for intimidation you said is 25?
Yes.
All right. That is enough to intimidate. Moreover, that is enough to get their attention. Because of the amount of chaos and panic, that you wouldn't want this to go to waste. So your voice booms out with a bit of thunder behind it, and you take this form. Strange displacer tendrils coming off of your body, shining with the thick needle spikes of the displaced beasts of this land, and
Oozing like a scented candle.
Oh, you can't call it that. Oh my god. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Wait, what did he say? I heard scented
Oozing
candle.
like a scented candle.
Oh, that's. I'm not sure I like that either.
Gross.
Oozing
So-
like melted ice cream.
Also, like the displacer beast, and certainly for no other reasons, you also begin to twitch a little bit as your form is uncomfortable in the rain,
Oh yeah, I bet.
and it has not eluded you that Koss is no longer present. Just throwing that out there.
Koss
go-
was the witch.
No, Koss is
Koss character?
Bill Guisarme, the reflection character.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you have a lot of stuff with Kitsune with magical
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
even if-
yeah. Looking at myself, I probably would be a little bit worried, but I'm trying to stay resolute during this situation.
Mm-hmm. I'm just letting you know that's happening. But yes, most of the goblins that see you of the rank and file scream, making a very loud situation even louder. The three that you're focusing on though turn to you and also scream. Actually, several the witch starts flinging lightning bolts and thunderbolts in your general direction. Nothing that actually hits you. They're just in the direction out of fear response rather than actually a targeted spell that requires concentration.
Jade,
Hi.
Jade, you're crackling.
Heck.
Your voice is crackling. I'm sorry.
Give me a second here.
The Discord just being a butt.
Damn
That's
you,
what happens
Discord.
That's what happens when you got blood rain interference.
Let me also restart Lighthost, see if that helps. Am I better?
Not
No.
much, no.
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 I think it might be a voice meter problem if you're using that.
Has this changed
Oh,
anything?
apparently it's crackling on
There
stream
you go.
too.
Okay.
These things?
Crackles. Yeah, the
It's a little-
crackles.
It's a little better.
Still better? Okay. I turned off the vocal cleaner.
Anyway, so yeah, I wasn't expecting to go in the intimidation route for this, but might as well.
I'm sorry. So, just for context, like in meta, I'm rolling for it if Soba understands what you're asking, and she's rolled a 1 every time so far.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Like I've got my dice next to me, and like whenever you say something and use like an idiom or something, which I've noticed Rodelac likes to do, I roll a
Yeah.
dice to see how she understands it, and she's rolled a 1 every time.
Wow.
Fuck.
I just randomly realized I forgot to give the Kobold children toys.
Oh no.
Aw. Tragic.
Yeah, I remembered that it's like, oh yeah, I literally have him make like little toys every day for to give to kids, little gadgets.
Yeah.
It just randomly popped into my head.
Right then. Yeah, the goblin leaders are absolutely terrified at you. And so are you actually going into the ship? You do know a little bit of the layout of the first couple floors. Hello?
I don't know.
Am I being heard?
Yeah.
I hear you,
Yeah, we can
yes.
hear you.
Okay.
I'm pretty
So-
sure he went down like the first couple of floors. I don't think he ever got to the deeper ones though.
No, but you were there. Soba?
I don't know if Soba's there right
Yeah,
now.
sorry.
There you
What's
are.
what's going on? What's Soba doing?
Welcome.
What?
Welcome back.
Sorry, my brain farted. What?
You said you were going to be trying, running around and working on stuff. I would like some.
Yeah, like she's not been on it before, so she's just kind of running to where like she can hear the most goblins, and just like whenever she sees a chain, she's slashing through them. Whenever she sees a goblin neck, she's slashing through that.
There's no chains.
Oh,
Those
Well-
are on the lower floors.
chain equivalent, like a
None.
cage or something.
Nope.
Nothing. So wait, could these slaves
The
have left
slaves are
anytime
not-
they wanted?
Yeah.
No, they're on the lower floors.
No, they're under the impression
Oh.
that there's nothing else out there, guys.
Bingo!
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we're trying to
Oh,
convince.
right.
We were trying to convince
Oh.
them.
Okay. Well, Segasoba sees no chains. Then once again, goblin necks.
I assume they had it on a certain level. Like it's not that widespread, but you know.
No,
Yeah, not as far as we know. Because the big thing was they didn't need cages or anything before because they're on a boat. Where are the slaves gonna run away to?
That
No,
you
the
know what?
slaves
That
are-
is a
they could mutiny, but again, they're not into that kind of thing. So
Yeah, to the best of the best of the slaves' knowledge, the goblins are the best the best life that they can live right now.
It's why we had to make the bomb. It's the only logical solution.
Clearly.
exactly.
But yes, they are slaves undoubtedly, but they are as scared of you as they are of anything else. In
Hmm.
fact, actually, hold on a second here. Yeah. You actually see a couple of slaves trying to help the goblins below deck as well, as well as helping each other. Some of the slaves are taking fire caution sort of things, trying to get people back inside, and they're not discriminate on who they're helping.
This confused Soba.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of thinking, it's like, would Soba consider this them being enemy combatants or not? I'm trying to think.
Oh no,
Yeah,
subtlety. And
I can't decide if Soba would see them as, because they're willingly helping the goblins on this one, right?
They are.
Yeah, so like,
And you were
I'm
there
fairly
and you were there in character. It was last night, but you were there when they were discussing that the problem with and the difficulty with freeing the slaves is that the slaves are not treated so poorly that they think that escape is a good idea. That was what was discussed around the campfire. The shackles are in the mind rather than of the body.
I think Soba would shout for them to run and just like attack the goblins. If the slaves attack her, then whoops, shouldn't have done that, I guess. She's gonna. I think she would consider them. She would consider them victims until they draw on her, and then it's like, well, you made your choice, Slash. Attacking the 9-foot-tall fucking Goliath.
I like the idea that when they attack her, and they're attacking it with like very blunt things like wooden panels or whatever, she
I'm
just
pretty
uses.
sure
Oh, Summer. I'm sorry. Was I talking too much?
No. Discord cut out on my end. I thought you'd finished.
Oh no. So to put it very bluntly, when they attack her and they try to like grapple on her, she just literally uses this as a way to get them off the ship by literally dragging them halfway.
Oh god.
So
Just a
Soba.
thought.
I would like for you to roll an attack roll until you fail to hit an 18.
Until I fail to hit an 18. All right.
Or 17, sorry.
17. Well, I have a plus 13 to hit, so that's gonna be.
Challenging.
I'm just gonna roll 5.
They're all nat 1 somehow.
There's a 3.
I'm pretty sure every single.
Nope, the first roll's a 3.
Where?
So that is,
Where was the 3? That's an 11. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, according to the
Yeah, the
But
roll
according
at
to the
bottom.
physical dice, it was an 11.
Well, we're seeing a
calling
3 in
The
a row.
physical dice said 11. Why did the?
It was angled. It was cocked on its side up because I
Yeah,
was
it was cocked on
leaning
top
against the chest.
of the roller.
Yeah,
Mm,
it was a 3.
I'm calling cap on that one. I'm gonna use the hero point to re-roll that one. Cause that one's cap, dog. Fuck you.
Oh!
So that's four successful attacks.
Okay.
That is hilarious. The game spited you.
Wow. Okay.
4 successful attacks.
All right. It's not far into your melee that the goblins do start fighting back. It's not a actual mustered force. It's not a very well thought out counter offensive. But the goblins, it rarely is. It's a bunch of screaming goblins that are deciding that running is that flight is no longer an option. Therefore, fight must be.
I love Buck in
Basically,
your
the
chat.
only difference is they changed direction and now they're holding knives.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I love in your chat. I love in your chat, Buck. Quick, open your head so Soba can break mind chains.
Yeah, that
Very much in
would be
character.
her that would be her response.
It would be.
Also, for some reason, I can't help but imagine the goblins in this particular situation as the Clasharama goblins.
Oh
So,
god.
what's your AC? Just wondering.
My AC is 22.
Alright. That'll be 15 incoming damage to you.
15 incoming damage. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man, Soba
Meanwhile-
actually took damage for once. All right. Still got
Meanwhile-
75 HP.
Basically dead.
Meanwhile, back basically. Speaking of
Scratch
dead,
Soba.
speaking
Wait,
of
was this
dead.
it? Sorry. Sorry.
No, sorry. You finished, then I'll do my
Yeah.
and do my transition.
So, was this a goblin or a slave that got Soba? I'm assuming a goblin, but
It's the goblins. Yeah.
so like this one goblin that slashed at Soba. Soba's going to like touch like where like they scratch like her on like her like bicep or something. Look at the goblin, and be like, "You hurt Soba. Soba like you. You die last."
Nice. Flicker, what do you...
Oh shit! Dictator's dead.
Aw.
Rip.
CC, what are you up to?
Currently, Cece is directing one of her spiders in... Actually, probably 2 of her spiders in the careful disposal of our cockatrice intestine ball.
Alright. The, cockatrice the flame rune has been dissolved, effectively. How are you having it disposed?
Basically just moving it into the water,
Mm-hmm.
and then having one of the spiders poke a hole in it and then retreat.
Oh, good! The water's now on fire.
Yeah, but water on fire is significantly better than violent explosion that rocks the coastline.
It is! But there's a lot of fire on the water, and I'm just saying it doesn't help your look.
It has something like the the look is suddenly, especially because we mixed copper oxide into it, the ocean is on fire and it's green.
Yeah, let's go.
The rain is red like blood, and the flames are flickering on the green on the ocean. You know.
I am back.
It's
I am
beautiful.
welcome back.
Uh,
Welcome back. Welcome back.
so
You know,
I'm back.
just normal things.
So as I wanted to say, speaking
Yeah.
of dying, meanwhile at the bomb squad.
So, Cece's having the bomb holding it underwater with a spider and having them puncture it, which of course causes.
How far?
Huh?
Sorry.
Go
How
ahead,
far
Red.
away from us? How far away from us?
In the water, so a good ways away.
Okay, tell her a little bit more. As bomb expert extraordinaire, I say a bit more.
The ether leaks out of the puncture in the bomb, goes up to the surface, ignites upon contact with the air. The copper in it, copper oxide in it, causes it to burn green. So there, now, in addition to the blood rain, now the ocean is on fire.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
So, Rodelac, you do
was a
notice
safe
this.
This was a safe disposal. Has nothing to deal with the magical apocalypse going on.
Yeah.
This is just a coincidence.
Meanwhile,
Alright.
Flicker's looking at the explosion is just like,
No one on the ship has any way of knowing this, but
yeah.
Or Rodelac, for that matter.
Yep.
Flicker's just like proud of himself.
Yeah.
That time he didn't mean for them to explode.
So I'm going to make an educated guess and assume that that had to do with the explosion, because that does qualify as what was described by
Mm-hmm.
by
Yeah.
Sprig.
You would absolutely know that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going to take this opportunity while Soba is basically obliterating any chance we have at convincing these people that we don't mean harm. I'm gonna well, here we are.
if there's
So-
no more goblins, they can't be slaves.
What about the witch? Is the witch in combatant, like with the goblins, rather?
I mean, are they terrified?
Mostly she's terrified. She's through a couple spells, just like in general, just incanting in panic.
So,
But
eat the spell.
now she's just sort of twitching nervously and staring at you with her mouth open. You look like an absolute monstrosity. Right now
Yes.
you're kind of giving Chaos Space Marine vibes, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the opportunity to disarm her by devising stratagem. So, making the roll on that one. Basically, I'm going to incapacitate her while she's distracted.
All right. Does your transmogrification affect your physical abilities in any way? I mean, I know it doesn't on paper, but like.
It says here that it has a morph effect, and it is a physical transformation, so I guess I have Displacer Beast tendrils.
Mm-hmm. You can
I can
control
always,
them. Go ahead.
I don't think I can do anything more than grappling or doing a tendril thing, making it look like that I'm binding her up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're not
use
gonna,
my roll to devise a stratagem.
Sure. You're not going to gain the ability to throw spikes or something.
No.
If you tried that, there's a pretty good chance you'd morph back without a finger.
That's kind of why I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it says I make a roll. Okay, hold on. You make substitution only for the first. Okay, roll a d20. All right, so that I'll when I attack with this, it's going to be instead of just a 14, it is now going to be an 18 to hit.
18 is exactly what you need.
Cool. So I get to add an extra 2d6 to my damage on this. Let me just pull out an extra 2d6 as my stratagem thing. So I'm
Fancy
going to be
dice.
using this to attack. And I get another d6 on top of that. I'm going to make this my regular... I'm going to change the color on this one so that I can tell them apart. Okay.
Stylish.
So I add +4. I add my proficiency plus my intelligence modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm an expert now, so that's a 9. And my intelligence modifier. No. It's the damage doesn't get. I don't add my proficiency to the damage, right?
For this ability, I'm not certain.
I only add my intelligence modifier
Okay,
instead of my
Okay.
strength modifier
that makes
or
sense.
dex. 2 3s and a 1. I got a 7.
Okay,
7, 8,
Uh,
9, 10, 11 damage on her.
give me a description of how you do this, though.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach with my lion scythe, and I'm going to wrap the scythe around her arm, spin her back, and have like the tendril wrap around her neck so she can't do somatic, verbal spells.
Okay. When you venture her arm, her staff clitters to the ground with a little tack 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 sound, and you recognize that she's attempting to cast with it with her fingers, but you have managed to restrain them as well with as soon as you notice it.
Yeah.
The goblins, the goblin chieftains. One pulls the spear out of a barrel that they were next to, and the other one equips a pair of cestus.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Or Cestus, whatever.
Am I mispronouncing that one?
I think it's Castus, but it's a fucking Latin word. Who cares? Latin's a dead language.
I took a year of Latin.
I'm so sorry.
Man, the shade.
You speak a dead language.
My favorite.
It's like speaking French. It's a dead language. Come on, move on.
My favorite
Oh,
Latin name.
wow.
My favorite Latin name has always been Biggest Dickus.
True.
And what is so funny about Biggest Dickus?
Nothing, sir.
Amazing skit.
The fact that guy was not made aware, and I think he was totally be fired if he laughed. Which made it all the funnier.
It's very helpful when I try to look doubles just to see how to pronounce. And then they're like, oh yeah, here's how it's spelled, here's how you pronounce it, and it's just Cestus again, but with a hyphen in the middle.
I think
Thank
that's
you.
what
That answers the question very well.
I think that's what makes the K sound. The line over the because it's a long A.
No, it's in the middle.
Cestus.
It's
Oh.
C-A-E-S hyphen T-U-S.
If you just Google
Fuck, I
pronounce,
know.
if you just Google pronounce cestus, it says
Cestus.
cestus.
What the fuck,
So,
bruh?
hack.
So,
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that my quick Google search pronunciation guide coincides with what I said.
Yeah.
Anyways,
anyway, sure, the bomb squad come up and become the squad. You know, to back you guys up or something. I feel like that's what we have to do at this point.
are you saying that out loud to CC right now? Because that's very funny if you are phrasing that way.
Oh, well, I would usually talk like this if I was actually doing the voice.
Right.
But no, that was more of a just general out of character suggestion to those of us on land. But I think that would be Flicker's logical next thing to ask after the pride of that big explosion underwater and cooking the water happened. So now that the bomb question's over, should we maybe go help them out? He points behind him as we see like a sword flinging and goblin heads going around. Over,
There's just a pile of goblin heads in the corner of the boat. Like Soba's just like making a collection.
Yeah. But this is like from our perspective, we're just seeing like the edge of the ship, and it's just like a sword swinging and like goblin heads flying.
I'd be glad to go and help you, but also it's not. I'm sure you've noticed by now it's not exactly my field of expertise.
Oh, you can stay here. While the rest of us go and help.
Of course, I think I have an idea that might help to. Honestly, at this point, I feel like it might just make things worse, but in a good way, if that makes sense. I have an idea, and I'll put some elbow grease into it to maybe help out that way.
My dear, if there's one thing I've learned is that there is no bad way to muck something up.
Oh god.
So hey, guess what? Most of the materials that we have can also be used for
Chloroform.
fireworks.
Oh no.
So
Ooh, my
Cece's gonna
favorite.
start making fireworks.
Hooray! This is very reasonable and good.
As an enjoyer of fireworks myself, I do have to ask, what is your plan with said fireworks?
Well, I'm thinking something that makes a loud boom and scatters green sparks in the sky might. I suppose at this point I've lit the seas on fire, I've destroyed a temple. Everyone's in a panic.
Ooh, I
Maybe
have an
they'll
idea.
think the sky's exploding will be some signal to stop, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh, I have an idea. I might have an idea. So what Flicker is might get some use out of these new wings now. And what Flicker is having in mind is he wants to get up to the edge of the ship, and pretty much he wants to expand his wings and essentially have the rockets flare up behind him or above him from his like backpack or a little thing he runs together, so he can hopefully intimidate them into obedience. That sounds domineering, but that's the only word I can think of.
Okay.
So
Would you-
Flicker's. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, I got you. So, real quick though, let me just tie a couple things together.
Mhm.
So, Rodolak,
Yes.
with them drawing weapons, are you going to? What would you like to do? Are you going to attempt to further to intimidate, and get them to back down? Are you going to stand and deliver? Are you going to yell to Soba? You have plenty of options. I just wanted to know what you would like to do.
Sorry, I'm taking a minute to process this one. It's not an easy situation I'm in.
Yeah.
Because I know that if I get into a fight like this, I'm not gonna win.
I'm tying
I mean-
this. Yeah.
I mean, if Soba's next to you, you might.
Flicker, you'll understand in just a moment why I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
All right, I'm going to continue maintaining the intimidation route because they haven't really seen me too much up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to maintain my grip on the witch. Make sure she can't cast.
Mm-hmm.
As I say to the goblins, I don't think they understand any language other than Goblin and Basic Common, right?
You know what? Roll for me a history, just as a quick parsing.
Lore it is.
Lore,
So
yeah.
I've got keen recollection, so...
Yep.
So that is an 18.
Okay. They would understand the Goblin Pigeon, which means that they would understand much of Common.
Okay.
Right. So you can go on.
Continue to sin in my presence, and the blood spilt shall not be only in trickle and storm. Surrender. I don't know if so.
Or don't.
God damn it! Let me.
I'm sorry. Out of character. I'm sorry. The or don't is implied by Soba in the background, like losing her shit, fucking slashing at people.
So here's what I would like to hear. I would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll an intimidation, but hold on one moment. Cece and Flicker.
Yes.
I want you both to roll crafting. For every point over 20 that you get, you add that number to Rodolak's intimidation check.
Cece's also going to use an aid check.
Well,
on,
you can count. That's 1
on
point.
Flicker's attempt.
I got a 12 and I got a plus 13. So
All right.
crafting.
Well, no, it's over 20, so 12 plus 13 is plus 5 then, right?
25.
Yeah, so you got plus 5 in CC?
That is a 31. And then she was also using an aid on Flicker because I've got the cooperative nature now, which would be a success, which is a +1. So it would be 6 for Flicker instead of 5.
All right, Rodolak, roll intimidation. You are at a plus 17 modifier in addition to to your normal ones.
Here we go. All right, so that's 15
I wonder if he'll
plus-
succeed.
Nice.
So I rolled with no enhancements. I got a 25. So that's what, a 30.
That's a 42.
42?
Yeah,
Yeah,
42.
42.
That's a 42.
Part of me is just like
As the sky suddenly peels open with thunder and great
Oh my
sparks
God.
rain and
well, do we
amongst the
want
blood.
Yeah,
do we want to
you-
do? Sorry.
Say your line and just pretend that you knew that the sky was going to crack with thunder and fire as soon as you finish saying it.
All right. As he said that, continue to sin in my presence, and blood shall be spilt more than rain and storm. As I point at them, as they said, for my recompense will be swift. Yield, and the skies shall part.
Oh my
Crack,
god,
boom.
he's such a nerd.
It's so good.
No, I didn't say it was bad. Like he's such a nerd, fucking affectionate.
He was definitely in a bard play.
This is amazing.
But
And
one of your watchers said not even Joseph Joestar can bluff this hard. Man, we've gotten into full-on Reagan territory. What are you talking about?
Full on what territory?
Reagan. he's a guy in Mob Psycho 100 where he manages to convince an entire room of psychics that he is the most psychic person in the room.
I fucking thought you meant Ronald Reagan. I was very confused.
I thought you meant Reagan from the Inside Job.
To be fair, she could do it too.
Oh yeah.
I thought of all three of those in the order of the U.S. president, followed by Inside Job, followed by JoJo. Mob Psycho. That's the path my brain took, and it was just a journey, and I want to thank you for that. Anyways, yeah, they drop their weapons, stand down, and yell for people to kneel. And the goblins are still kind of panicking, but many of them stop and turn when their leaders yell, because, well, when the leaders yell, it's usually something they need to pay attention to. Soba, you are no longer engaged. They are backing away and still panicked, still frantic. Their eyes are still darting around. There are still several slaves amongst their midst who are still above deck. You do notice that Dogfish is among them. You know, is among the slaves, that is. And
Soba looks very disappointed when the fighting stops.
And everybody is looking at Rodolak.
Has the rain stopped?
It has not.
Oh no.
And the location where it exploded is not as much as it started. It is still billowing some red smoke into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
What will he do?
All right. I look at the witch.
Mm-hmm.
And I very patiently say in common, "Now, dear, you're dealing with forces far beyond anything that either of us are willing to put up with right now. So you can behave and not cast anything and I will let you go. But if I see those fingers so much as flick in the wrong direction, and whatever happens on this ship is going to be on your head."
She goes
This
rigid
is like
in your hands.
way outside Rodolak's comfort zone, but he's very much outside of his comfort zone right now.
Mm-hmm.
New experiences. Threatening people.
The witch is you suspect that you can take the trembling as a sign of agreement.
I gingerly release my hand from her grip. My grip on her so that she can step over with the goblins.
She does. Though you do notice her eyes darting towards her staff. But she's in line.
I'm going to have my foot on the staff, as I still point my lion sight at the three of them. And you watch as he says, "Now." And I'm going to make one last... What would this be? A diplomacy check or an intimidation check to disengage my disguise?
Oh,
because the idea that, like, this is... I'm trying to imply that this is, like, my true rage form or something like that, or something.
Gotcha.
I'm willing to talk to them. I'm trying to salvage this.
It would be intimidation, but I will make you roll a performance as a type of concentration check to make are you still yourself able to focus enough to be able to pull this off?
Okay.
Intimidation for the act of doing it, and performance to see is your character still in the mindset of being able to not break down crying. No, but is the character still in the mindset of being able to manage?
Son of a bitch. That's a 7. You want to help me out, Soba?
Hang on, what are you trying to do? Sorry.
I'm trying to reactivate negotiations by disengaging my this demonic looking form I've made.
So, like, when everyone stopped, Soba was like mid swing, and there's like a goblin right in front of her who's like cowering. Her blade is like a micron away from its neck, and like she just kind of looks to everyone, and just kind of has this look on her face, like, "Oh, please let negotiations fail. Oh, please." It's more the goblin helping me than
so
anything.
you don't want to help me. All right.
No. This is like no. This is helping, but like Soba wants to fight. But like,
All right, well,
she's
I
also
rolled
like
a
this. She's also like, it's more of an intimidation thing. Like, hey, if you don't negotiate, this starts again.
I rolled a 7 on my performance.
Okay. And the
So
intimidation.
now I'm going to roll intimidation now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't want it to sound like Soba wasn't.
I am
Soba
getting
wasn't.
okay. Did anybody else watch that happen?
What just happened?
I
What did you
had
roll?
rolled a 4, and I rolled it as fast as I could, and I got another 4.
Do you get any bonuses? Okay, where do I get any bonuses from
I have a
Soba being
basically,
terrifying
I've
over
got-
here?
I rolled a 14 on my intimidate.
Yeah, which is not the worst, but
You get any bonuses from?
go ahead, Flicker.
Jade?
Yeah, hold on.
I was
Sorry.
gonna offer. Can I offer you a platinum in this trying time?
That would be helpful.
I mean, let's see if he
If
gets
you-
any bonuses to his intimidation.
If you want to hand it
That-
to another player, it downgrades to gold.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess.
You can, but that turns it into just an add a d4 as opposed to reroll for free.
Yeah, no. For a D4, this is not the situation for it.
But yeah, you just hear like a bunch of horrific bones and sounds popping as the inky black flesh fades away back into the white fluff.
Yeah.
As he he lowers down to one knee and like pants for a second before he stands back up and says, "Now, I've come to bargain."
Yeah, Jay, does he get any bonus whatsoever, or is it like sucks to suck? Because Soba's just trying to be intimidating. Like, she wants to fight but from like a meta perspective. Like this, I feel like it'd be more of a thing to not fight. I don't know.
You're working more with the goblins right now, whereas Rodolak is focusing on the chiefs. Your existence, your existence is a factor, and certainly part of the spectacle of the fireworks, the explosion, and the blood sky. But as far as like directly affecting their roles, no.
So not even so just like as scary as she is, it's not scary enough, basically.
That part of scariness is part of what makes this entire thing possible to make a roll 4 rather than adding a numeric number advantage. Does that make more sense?
Oh, okay. I understand. Sorry.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I kind of lost track of what's happening. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Whoops. There we go.
Moody.
Oh, right. But they do. You are feeling it psychologically. You are not an actor and are more or less at your limit because this is all still a what the heck is going on to you as well. So you are holding up admirably, but there are cracks beginning to show in your own performance and in your own internals.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a step forward to park myself underneath the mast a little bit to shield myself a little bit from the rain.
Okay. You what do wrong? The witch speaks.
You have denied these people the opportunity to live on their own as their own, convincing them that this life is the only one that they're entitled to.
This life. is there?
You have denied the kobolds the chance for their own survival by your insistence on the sinful lifestyle.
Who?
As
We
he points,
have. Sorry.
Good. You first.
We have not desecrated shrine. We have left an offering.
All right, I'm going to use recall knowledge to remind myself what they had left behind. Like, what was their? Would I be able to infer what they had left as offering?
Honestly, I don't think any role is going to give you that knowledge.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
They're implying that they were respectful of local deities.
As he responds, he takes one step forward, but not enough to like get out of underneath the mast. As he says, "You offer upon the gods a paltry pittance, while spitting in their face by your transgressions of your idiom and lifestyle. This indentureship cannot be placated with bribes."
Yeah, like she's getting 1 of 3 words of this.
I know.
Common is not.
I know.
Common is not her strong suit. But yes.
I'm speaking the big words and then like Caesar
Yes.
like getting none of it. It's just
Market research
Jesus
shows
Christ.
that most victims are more intimidated by big words.
Yeah,
no
it's-
price. No price allows slaves.
But we kind. We know beat. We know whip. We food.
That's the problem.
No food.
We treat well. We service and support. Is their lifestyle? Is must life?
Oh.
You can roll insight if you'd like, but I can tell you right now.
I'm going to roll
yeah,
insight. I have a feeling that the fucking A team did us dirty.
Oh, this wasn't slavery. This was a local co-op. Fucking goddamn it.
This isn't a crematorium where we burned the belched the lamentations of our enemies into the sky. We are a simple Dutch bakery.
Oh my god. The A-team tricked us into fucking destroying a co-op. Fuck. God damn it.
God, I am getting sick of this.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you
Okay,
reroll
I
that one
thought-
for free because I just feel bad for you.
I
Wait,
vote we kill
wait,
Marcus
wait,
next
wait,
time
wait.
we see him.
Wait,
I vote we kill Marcus next time we see him.
26.
Okay. These are slaves. The goblins do not believe that they are slaves. This is a part of how the goblins, live and the goblins' lifestyle. They believe that this is a natural state of order, not a slavery.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
That's
Making sure of that.
But it's a difficult distinction to weave with when you're talking to someone who genuinely does believe that they are doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's the challenging part. I'm gonna have to think of a way to explain this.
Mm-hmm. No, Marcus did not do you dirty, though that would be extremely
Alright.
funny.
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
the
I feel like
runs
you.
off and like, bye, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Like the A team is just like, all right, we want to open a local Whole Foods, and then they see the worker co-op, and they're like, fuck those assholes.
Brutal.
Flicker is just like waiting down. Well, things have quieted down. Do you think we should go up there?
All right, I'm trying to think of a good
I think
response to
it would
this.
be best to wait a little bit longer.
All right.
But yeah, With what you know now, I'm just going to say words while you parse and think. With what you know now, the picture's becoming a little bit more clear. The goblins don't think they've done anything wrong, and the slaves think that the old world is gone, and that this life, it might not be so bad because they have shelter, food, and comforts without being overworked. And for some of them, it might actually be less work than what they had prior. They are still very much slaves. They do not have freedom of movement, but, well, a lot of people don't have freedom of movement. And this is going to be this would have been a difficult situation in a peaceful negotiation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is more fun. This is more fun.
Which is what I thought I was going to be waiting for.
No, this is more fun, though.
Well, the original
To
plan.
be fair, the first time that we engaged with the goblins, they were attacking our ship, like they attacked on sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
So we were under the assumption that they would behave the same way, seeing people
And
individually
also
as well.
raid, considering that they've been stealing food from the kobolds also, or doing so, making it so that the kobolds can't survive.
That's the better phrasing, yeah. Is less direct.
They're pretty much like the Walmart. They seem useful and okay until they start draining everybody's resources.
All right. A rat born in a cage is still a rat in a cage. They don't know a life beyond this, and neither do you. But your presence, your time here, inflicts pain in ways you couldn't know. As he points past the mountains, as he says, "Past the mountains is a life far beyond your understanding, but one where those under you can live as equals, cooperate as equals.
But
that is the law of this land."
one of the goblin chiefs looks up and says, "But not equals, though. But not equals, though."
"And who are you to decide?" As he points, hoping the big rumble might come.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
They take several steps backwards and flinch away.
"What glory had you claimed that gave you the right to decide as a god to these people?"
Captain Hathbeth. That name rings no bells.
Captain Halfbed?
Half-bed!
Captain Halfbed.
Hathbed.
That's why he's the captain, because he has a bed! Everyone else sleeps on the floor!
No, you asked a direct question, and that is the answer. Even scared, that is their answer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Right.
god.
He takes a minute and it's like, he turns back and looks at Sylvia and goes, "Did he seriously just said he defines his power by having a bed?"
So, but no, just like,
Ca-
he has bed. That makes him chief.
Captain
But,
Hathbed.
but
Great raid, and Admiral.
All
He's listing
I
off
see
his-
is one. All I
Sorry.
see is one broken ship dashed upon the rocks.
fucking
Or a-
Jesus.
For a second there, I thought you said Captain Halfbed.
Well, yeah, that was.
That was
But
No,
I know,
that is
but
the
I
joke.
Yeah, no, that's
no,
canon. His name
no,
is not
no,
Captain
no,
Halfbed, and
no.
Soba understands, because in her tribe, yeah, no, everyone has sleeping rolls except for the chieftain who has a bed.
No. I understood it as like one word, Halfbed, Havbad, Halfbed. So it sounded not like I have bed, Captain Halfbed.
You have okay. So I'm going to respond with, You have brought your old ways to this new world, and your way of life has brought yourself a marooned, a crashed ship, broken spirits, and you have dug a shallow grave which will be filled with blood.
Yes.
He looks over
yes.
like by the crater with the hole and points at the holes. Like, see that? There it is. Right there.
Nah, not yet.
Yeah, that's.
That'll do
I
it.
mean, I wouldn't call it shallow.
If you aim
Yeah,
to
so-
survive, you will learn these. You will learn the new ways, or you will drown
Like what-
in the old.
When
Ooh,
you
that's
say
a good
shallow,
one.
so
Diplomacy or no?
it is. It's very good.
Oh,
Wait, when you
Yes.
say shallow grave, when you say
Yes.
shallow grave, Soba starts counting all the decapitated goblins. She's like, "Shallow might
fits all
poke
of
up
them.
from ground."
This is
Alright,
this is diplomacy this time.
Here we go. Come on, die. Don't fuck me over. God damn it!
It's called
That is
a
a
die for a
15.
reason.
That is a 15.
Okay, if it's not enough, I'll give you one of my platinums. Or
Well,
I
your
guess
tur-
my gold.
I will just tell you. The platinum becomes gold, which is a plus
Yeah.
D4. Your target number is 18.
Yeah. Okay. Take it.
Roll of the flip of the coin.
Yep.
3. Oh, it said 3 on it.
Oh.
It said 3 though. It popped in and said 3.
No, that's a 2.
I know now it says 2. It changed it. I had
Like
3.
the dice are really buggy. They'll say one thing but then be another. It's weird.
It's the physics system. The dice. So the honest answer is that the rolling the dice is completely not tied to the number it's supposed to land on.
Boo.
The number that appears in the chat in the bottom left is the actual roll.
Damn it.
The dice rolling is mostly theatrics. Like they are mostly accurate, but it's theatrics. Well, there is one. You have 2 players with platinum pieces. I will let you steal Casas if you want. Bill, you'll have to explain it to him. You'll have to explain it to them.
Soba still has a platinum too.
Yep.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Soba.
Will you allow this?
I will give you.
So it's everyone except me and Rodalike has a platinum then.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
a
like
4.
have
There it is.
take it.
I'm taking that. Thank you.
One more D4. Come on, you. I mean, with
Yeah,
one
there it
more
is.
D4, you,
Oh, it's
you just
guaranteed.
win automatically.
Yeah, that's what it was guaranteed at that point. But that's a lot of resources spent. But it's a lot of
No,
it's earned.
like
I think it's
earned.
for a worthy cause.
It's earned.
No,
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
it's
This was
funny,
the big
though.
check, and you knew it. This was the load-bearing check.
I still have at least one platinum, so that's nice. Thank you for that.
we can learn. We can learn. Would you like tribute? What tribute? What tribute?
as he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a piece of paper and flicks it open. The old world has set foot on this new place. Far to the south is a village that struggles to understand these new ways. You may join them or relocate your ship to the north of them and learn as they do.
Okay. We learn. We can learn.
In their region, all have beds. I know.
Beds for all.
This
So
is how
like a new
alien
land.
this is.
To top it off, the paper it's just a shopping list.
I was actually going to have the paper be like a map to like point them to the south.
Oh, okay. No, the way you described sounded like you were like reading something like this is something you had prepared. And you were improvising it.
Before you may
Well-
offer tribute, you must learn these new ways. What say you?
We learn. In a brief moment, Koss does flicker into existence near you, and makes an offhand comment about there are goblins in Lonfell, before like beginning to just vibrate and phase into the wind. Just because I'm sure that would be something that they would mention, you know, would be the two goblins.
Yeah. Yeah,
That are
well, like,
learning
right
ways.
now I'm focusing on this group of goblins. We're dealing with the Lonfell goblins later.
No, yeah.
Technically speaking, they're from the same group of goblins.
Yes,
And the
but
other
they're
ones-
not here right now, are they? One step at a time. I'm working my way up to the totem pole on this one.
It's a long walk.
Well, like a ladder, but all right.
Lots of laugh.
I
Lots
think
of laughs
that
this session.
I think that the combat has died down long enough now. Probably the conversation is stable. I didn't want us
Yep.
to just walk in and suddenly spark a second fight, but I think we should be good now, Flicker.
Yes, that sounds reasonable enough. All right, let's go. I'll push you, and I was gonna suggest that as I'm pushing you, I'm using my wings to cover you from the rain, but I'm having difficulty imagining that.
Mm-hmm.
Where did she go?
I got hung up on something in the air and then fell down. I think it was the rain emitter.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, in any case, I try to cover you from the blood, I guess. Is everything all right up here?
You look at probably seeing that Rodolak looks like really terrifying right now.
Oh my!
As
I thought
he
you morphed-
looks over. Say again?
I thought you morphed back.
Yes, I did, but I'm still covered in blood, and I'm
Well,
doing my
yeah.
big boy voice.
That is true.
Yeah.
As he looks over to, did the A team come with you guys?
They're
Um,
come to take the credit.
Dogfish
Yeah.
is below deck. You know that. The others are. Yeah, I'll say that the others do come with you with this.
All right, he looks over and says to them, yes, to the A team, the spirit of these new lands, wink, wink, has left my body and has instructed us on what we must do with the goblins. Take this ship and the goblins and make your way south to help them better adapt to the co-op life of this new world. Deception.
Oh god.
I'm deceiving the goblins, not the A-team. Like, I'm...
Mm-hmm.
That is a 16. That is a
Oh,
26.
thank
Okay.
goodness.
Marcus does give the what now before getting clipped fairly solidly in the ribs by Angela.
Yeah, That seems about right.
And Angela curtsies to you. There's a little glint in her eye that says you're gonna pay for this later, but she does curtsies to you and say, "At once, my lord."
That sounds.
Oh, I wasn't
about right.
in the back of my head. Rodolak's like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that." Okay.
That perhaps, actually, yeah, is Maria is going to come up to you and say, "I think we should have a audience with my lord for a few moments."
That sounds good. Hold on, my cat's meowing at me.
Yay!
Yeah.
Rika.
Cat.
Cece will join with the audience, I imagine.
The load-bearing D4.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
Well, triangles are structurally strong, don't you know?
Especially if you do the classic bottom triangle and up, and the reverse up triangle.
There we go. All right. Say
But
hi,
Buck says that you're
Rika.
just getting free sound bites for Lackadaisy.
Yeah.
Good girl.
For real.
Cute.
Alrighty. So yeah, I guess we'll need to go into private for a second.
Mm-hmm. A small cone of silence, the kind that just separates the sound from isolates is the word I mean, isolates sound from inside and outside, descends upon you. And what exactly was all that?
Okay, now I know you're probably going to want an explanation, and every sentence.
Why
that
didn't
I
you
will
tell us
provide
you were a
to
god?
Excuse me?
Why did you tell us you were a god? That would have
Is
made
that
things
Marcus
easier.
speaking?
That's Marcus.
Is that Marcus?
That's Marcus.
Oh god. Oh god, he's dumber than Soba. What the fuck? He's actually dumber than Soba.
He was there when we concocted this plan, sort of, kind of, improvised.
A lot of this plan was on the cuff.
I dislike that a part of myself kind of wants to lean into that, but no, it's he said, like, I actually, like, Rolak actually says that out loud. Like, there's a part of me that wants to lean into that. No, I bought us enough time to negotiate like we had originally planned. The problem was that explosion was much larger than it was supposed to be, and the blood rain I'm still trying to figure out.
Yes, what is that about, Cece?
Oh, are we all in the
My
cone?
best estimate
Yeah.
is that the explosion was larger than expected because of a reaction in the crystals.
It was
And
probably.
the blood rain, I think, is from the atomization of the crystals. I've got a couple of samples, but it'll need
So the
some
crystals are
testing,
blood? Were made
and-
of blood?
That's what I was suspecting. I think because, you know, we've all heard of blood magic at some point or another, and there's always been rumors, and there's the dark practitioners about here and there. I think that might be, after a fashion, what the Gripply are using for their magic. At least it's a suspicion of mine.
Hmm.
It's possible they were fire gems, like some of the ones I use for my cannon.
But we've seen them use it, and they weren't specifically fire attuned.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly this sort of crystal. We've seen them use them for regular augmentation type magic.
Oh fuck, man! Now I wish I was playing a smarter character. Fuck, because I'm just like the Gripply might just be doing human sacrifices.
Well, maybe not.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I
Just
mean,
regular-
motherfucker.
That's
They may be
regular.
benefiting
sacrifice.
from these blood crystals, supposing that they are blood.
I mean,
Which-
we've confirmed that it is blood.
Well,
The
we've
smell is
confirmed
kind of
that
overwhelming.
blood rain came in
it tastes
relation
like
to the
blood.
destruction of the crystals, and it is my current running theory and my best estimate that they are some form of blood.
Hmm.
It may also have something to do with whatever remains were pinned beneath the sword at knife point. It may be that there was some sort of giants who predated all other civilization here, and the crystals are merely lingering remnants of their own vitality.
Ooh,
Giants are an inherently magical people by and large.
Ooh, did we blow up a giant's head? That's a new one.
I don't know. This is just rambling off the cuff thoughts.
It's a fun thought.
I don't believe though we were originally planning on having the goblins fully relocate all the way to landfall.
That kind of just came out, but I didn't really have a way to convince them to stop using slaves without them probably struggling. So I figured by having them go by example, maybe they might have a bit of a better luck.
Out of character, it'll upgrade the town level to level 2.
Hell yeah!
Putting that aside, is anybody hurt? Everyone's covered in blood and I can't tell.
I'm fine. I think.
Oh no, it's just blood. Oh no, it's just blood. Everyone's fine unless someone's allergic to blood.
He holds up one of his arms.
I'm missing being able to use prestidigitation right now.
Yeah.
He holds up one of his
Just like
arms.
wiping her glasses repeatedly to be able to see.
I hold up one of my arms and it's like quivering uncomfortably, and he says, "I've been trying to keep this under wraps, but the blood rain's been having a bit of an effect on me, and I have not seen was it Cass?
Cass.
I've been trying to find Cass, but he's been flickering in and out of existence since the rain started."
Soba finally like pulls her sword away from the goblin. She's been like completely frozen in front of her this whole time.
Oh,
She
this
stows
is
it. Huh?
Oh, she's...
She stows her sword, and then she looks like Soba's forehead kind of hurt, and then she sneezes, and there's a unicorn horn for a second. I'm just gonna cast a 3-action heal.
You grew something too. He grabs his wings and expands them behind him with his arm.
Yeah, the unicorn horn just glows on her forehead for like a second. Everyone get heals for was it 2d8 for a 3-action spell?
I think so.
Oh great, I needed
No, it's 2d8 plus 8. It's 2d8 plus 8 for the 3-action one. So everyone heals for
I heal for
20.
18.
Everyone heals for 20.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. That was mostly just so I could top my own health up, and also have the silly unicorn horn. And like after the healing stuff disperses, it goes back just being a spiral tattoo on her forehead.
Nice. Would anyone else like to drop an insight check?
I'll do it.
I guess I'll do it too.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 8 on my skill of...
That is a 14 plus...
17.
14. Insight, you said, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Is that even a thing? I am not seeing
It's
that.
perception.
Yeah, it's a type of perception with his focus on...
14. Okay, so 14 plus... 14 plus 7. 21.
Okay.
Insight.
You notice that Maria is actually having a panic attack right now?
Maria?
Yeah. Like she is actually in the midst of a anxiety attack. But
All right.
yes.
All right. So I walk on over to her. I notice this. I put my hand like on her shoulder, and I say, "Do not worry. It's only blood rain. It can't hurt you." Unless you are allergic to blood.
But you are made of blood. Underneath all that fur, you're mostly goo.
Yes, but it's inside you, and that's what matters.
Yeah. That's not helping to a whole lot.
That is
She-
the whole. Sorry.
Yeah, she flinches away and just starts shuddering. She.
Normally, I would have tried to actually say something nice, but this is Flicker we're talking about here.
I mean, yeah, it do be Flicker.
He's trying to help in his own special little way.
Thank you. I think I need to get out of here.
If you want, you can come under my wings.
She will, just to get out of the blood.
All right.
All right. He looks over to Cece and says, "Do me a small favor. Could you get a sample?"
She already has it.
Oh, I have to.
Good.
Yeah.
Because having a bit of a rough time with this, and I want to get to the bottom of this, what kind of blood this is.
I suppose I should get a third just so that I can have an extra for control if I didn't think to do magical testing. And she'll have to get another vial to catch some rain in.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I definitely need to replace my clothes after this little venture.
That makes
White
6 of
shirt
us.
was not the best decision for the current weather.
You know what is a considerably worse decision? White fur.
I can only imagine.
I mean, it's not white anymore, right?
Red Fox.
He went from white wine to red wine. No? Okay.
No worries.
Hang on, I gotta check something downstairs. I'll be back in a minute.
Okie doke.
I do find the idea funny that Flicker is like, you think he should be bothered by stuff like this, but somehow he is completely unfazed.
Yeah. Right then, so, what? We're grabbing these guys, bringing them back to landfill with us?
I think it may be better not to do that personally.
Take the slaves.
While taking the slaves and reincorporating them into society there would be good. I also think that bringing so many people to landfall all at once, it doesn't have the infrastructure in place to keep everyone fed and clothed and sheltered.
Oh.
Which is why we're going to be probably having to help set up camp to the north of the town. While having them close
But
enough
then
to be
we
able
would
to
be
interact with each
intruding
other.
on the Kobold's land as where they're
Well-
already located.
There's no
Well, no,
camp
there's
in
still
the
like
town, it's
a
just
reasonable
woods.
amount. There's still enough reasonable distance between Knifefall and Swordfall and the Kobold's region. But right now the goblins are closer to the Kobolds here than they would be if they were closer into that region. And they're over hunting here, which is not something that's sustainable for them. So we're going to have to teach them some kind of farming techniques.
Fishing would be good. I mean, they're probably gonna moor up at the shore, right? So the easiest access to food early on would be fishing until they get some stuff set up.
Precise. My thinking is that establishing a second colony here amongst the goblins and their currently slaves, and a trade network connecting to landfall, will give mobility and options for slaves and goblins to migrate later without dramatically disrupting their current stability.
Roll me. Roll me a.
Do you mind if I
thing.
use my lore of engineering for the civil engineering? Because this is kind of...
Yeah, absolutely. Let me that.
This is absolutely just city planning.
It really is.
Oh my god. Civil engineer.
Meanwhile, I had to.
It's
Meanwhile,
a
I had to.
15. Because my dice are never above a 6.
Fair
Meanwhile,
enough. Never
I had-
mind then. Go on as you were.
Meanwhile, I had to use my lore on things like heraldry. God, why is that word so difficult to say?
Mm-hmm.
But it
So
makes
I
sense.
rolled a total 15.
So we're setting
Oh,
them up.
actually, I have a thing for that. I just
Yep.
remembered. I have experienced professional. If you roll a critical failure, it is instead a regular failure.
Hey!
Grats.
Yay!
Yeah. Value. It actually does help. Yeah.
Oh, pardon.
The easiest way of getting people there would be oversea, not in the Hulk. This thing is not seaworthy right now. But there's certainly plenty of boards for making canoes. Traveling along the you would have to put out to a proper ocean and go south, which is why you guys hello?
I think somebody's got hiccups.
I'm sorry.
Ah.
I'm just gonna mute myself. Hang on.
I hope you feel better.
What's happening with her?
Hiccups.
Oh,
But yeah. Now that you actually know where this is and where it is in relation to everything else, a sea route might actually be viable. I won't give any more detail at this at the moment, though. The goblins
Yeah,
are
but
looking.
a connection between the goblins and kobolds and a sea route from here back to landfall would be a fairly positive boon to trade between both groups. All three groups, even.
Mm-hmm. Certainly an idea.
As long as the goblins are capable of managing agriculture, rather than relying entirely on terrestrial hunting.
Mm.
You've been in here for a little while, and the people outside are starting to look a little bit anxious and fidgety.
Yeah, we should probably get this show on the road.
Liv is
Very well.
typing something.
Oh, so we eat the goblins.
Nice.
So do we want to pause here, or do we want to wait until they get back? Because we're down.
Yeah.
At this point, we're down 1.5 people.
Yeah, we could. I would say this is a good place to pause. I would like to discuss for a few moments about how people felt about things, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Unless people want to keep on going a bit more.
I feel worried that I might have taken the reins on this one. I hope everybody else was enjoying this.
Oh no, I was enjoying it. I was worried that I was worried that I was commentating too much personally.
Yeah, I got the vibe that everyone was assisting you in taking the reins intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seat
you
on
are the
pants, but-
diplomat, so it was a diplomacy mission. We were just here to back you up.
With bombs. We will
We got to use
You will-
3 different flavors of bomb.
we will teach you of our we will teach you of our peaceful ways with force.
So, yeah. How do people like this?
It
That's good.
was fun. It was a fun
I
way to
think
do
it
it.
was great. It was absolutely worth blowing up a temple.
Yeah. My original design was I was expecting there to be more combat. I was expecting to go into proper combat. Actually, I expected you guys to actually directly engage in the cockatrice thing as opposed to mostly wait it out, which is fine. It's just, what my expectations versus what panned out. And this was my intention with the goblins is kind of going partially into the how do you convince someone that their way of life is wrong when that's the only way of life they know. Because that's a super difficult thing to do when things are not because it's easy to say this is bad, but when the other person says but what it's not necessarily bad. That was my kind of what I was going to the philosophical question of that I was going to have you be trying to solve. I wasn't expecting it to be solved with this level of explosions, but having already
And
written the
nobody
lore
died.
of the world and the temples, like blowing up one of those buildings, I knew was like oh no, because I knew what this entailed, and I was like, okay, we're rolling with this. We're just going full steam ahead. The players are gonna have to see how this goes.
You do have two
Amazingly-
inventors in the party, so explosions are bound to happen.
I am here for it.
And the best part is, none of the deaths on the ship were caused by our explosions. It was purely the barbarian.
It was definitely Soba.
We did earth-shattering things here that could have wiped this boat out like it's nothing twice over. But the only deaths that resulted was for the barbarian. So who's the bomb maker extraordinaire now?
How did you feel about the beginning thing where I where I asked for the separate inputs?
I think it's an interesting way to have a large amount of characters react.
Mm-hmm.
It simplifies things on your end a little bit, but it also gives us something a little bit to do, which I think is always a nice way to do interaction.
I don't think it actually simplifies things for me because it would be it would be easier for me to just go A B C D, but
True.
instead of having to try to integrate the different little plot lines I'm handed. But it was definitely more interesting for me. Mm-hmm.
That is true, but I guess. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think the reason I said it might simplify is because it's well, I guess in this particular scenario, a lot of the reactions wouldn't be too out of left field unless you have someone that makes a completely wacko suggestion that makes absolutely no sense.
Exactly. I tried to instill a sense of urgency and panic that I don't really feel came across because people were very, chill in how they were, contemplating the giant explosion and bloodstorm that was, imminent. And I'll have to figure out and see if, I'll prioritize situations that are less, of that style, but also I'll have to find a way to imbue urgency into situations that might actually land because I didn't find that in this, which is fine.
I think the
I
problem
know
is
for Cece's perspective on this, at least, just to share why I felt like Cece wouldn't be in a panic, really.
Uh-huh.
That was the small bomb.
Yep.
yeah.
Put in earplugs. She knew it was gonna go boom. She saw it raining blood. Huh, that's unexpected. But I also still have this bigger bomb in my lap.
I think
So we'll save that for later.
Oh no, that was
That's
already
the one that lit
disposed
the
of.
ocean on fire.
Well, I know. I'm saying that we could save that technique for
It was
later.
just we filed away the blood rain for later.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it's
I
fine.
think-
And then at the point that she had time to worry about it, it was more just a curiosity.
I think for Flicker, I second that notion from his point of view. but also like for an arguably slightly more chaotic reason than probably her. It's like I wonder how big the explosion would be on this one.
Yeah. I feel a little bad about Koss not being here, but
Well, that's what the VOD is for a little bit.
yeah,
but I know
they'll
what
catch
you
up
mean.
on VOD, and yeah.
But yeah,
Also,
missing out
there's
on
a
the
very-
interaction.
They had said in the past that because of spotty internet where they live, that they might, disappear once in a while, which is actually part of the intention of their character, was so that they could phase out if they, poofed. So I just rolled with it.
So pretty much whenever combat starts and his internet gets spotty, it's pretty much that one meme with the kid disappearing with the peace sign. I'm sorry, that meme is way too useful to I keep bringing it up more than once.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It was how they did a similar thing in Critical Role as well, actually. For the
Really?
first campaign, at least. One of their members was a cleric who was frequently astral projecting to assist in fights.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah, so she was just a divine clone of herself that was taking part in the fighting. Then sometimes it would just be like, oh, zoom, signal's
Oh.
gone.
Oh, the gnome lady. I can't wait for the next Vox Machina season. As much as that show does make me mega jealous.
The other question I have is, how do you guys feel about the mechanical content and focus of the game? Would you guys
I
like
think we
more
might need to
combat, or
start-
would you like more?
I think we might just need a little bit more combat in the future because I'm starting to
Yeah.
worry that Soba's getting antsy.
Yeah.
I've-
I don't, honestly, I think abstracting this a bit more was arguably better, because of the huge amount of gobos you'd have to put up here, given
Yeah.
So
There absolutely are going to be more combat encounters. It wasn't that I didn't have stat lines prepared. It was just that because the party was split, I was reticent to actually turn it into an initiative pass situation. I mean, splitting the party was perfectly fine in this situation because of how it went, but I didn't want to devolve into a combat session without all the party together.
I'm just personally feeling like I'm waiting for the dice luck to turn.
Oh God, the dice thing has been really terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, mages, you've rolled more dice than I have, but I think I can count on one hand how many times I rolled higher than a 10 in the whole campaign.
Personally, I feel that, I mean, the dice is hilarious, and honestly, everyone pitching in to give that one roll, the extra push it needed, was beautiful. That was just a genuine beautiful moment. I feel that even though the dice don't necessarily, the stat lines don't necessarily help with Soba, I feel like the character's personality and the roleplay aspect is very strong, even in non-combat situations. Like mechanically, Soba, it doesn't hit things as much, but character-wise, Soba adds a lot to the party in those
Soba
moments.
is
all the
very
time.
present in
Agreed.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're very
I
present.
agree.
Exactly. They're not the the player who's fidgeting and wants to attack the barkeep because they just want another round of combat. That's not what's happening.
I've in my Saturday campaign that ended, we had a player come in after a certain point, and this was the most. Wow, I think this is my second murder hobo that I've ran into. Except at least he has he doesn't want to become a cannibal for no reason, and at the very least he's finally optimized to actually be useful when we patch things up.
Did anybody have any closing thoughts or plugs?
Um,
Or anything else to bring up, that is?
I'm trying to think of something. Oh yeah, I got one for you. So there's an audio drama that I got to be the voice for not too long ago. They just finished their first season last year, called The Madness of Chartrulian. If you like Dune, this would be along the lines of that. I play as these characters that I could only describe as if the Ferengi were played by the Skeksis.
Skeksis. Oh god. Oh
The,
yes.
the creepy bird things from Dark
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah.
I remembered it just before you mentioned it. Yeah.
If you look up the Madness of Chartrulian, season 2 is in their Kickstarter, and they only have like I think $1,000 to go to hit their goal.
Oh, nice.
Let me actually check that real quick. Yeah, the Madness of Chartrulian by Packhowl Media. They're working on their second volume. Actually, yeah, they're a little under $1,000 away from hitting their goal, and they got 14 days to go. I wouldn't be pushing these guys if I didn't believe in them. They have really great sound design. It's been a fun show, and also being one of their villainous presences in the show is a lot of fun because I play as the voice of all of the Rao in that series, which are again those
cool.
Skeksis things.
Nice. I want to plug the Monday game with which Liv is the DM. We are committing different types of war crimes. That game is also a lot of fun. Currently, we are a new adventuring party trying to get our feet and figure out why new gods are existing, and when they probably shouldn't for some, and dealing with this kind of mess way above our heads. We are like we are character level 3, but like also emotional level 3. Like we are just like random people. We're like, why this? We are way overhead. What's going on? Which is interesting.
Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I gotta get myself some dinner.
Enjoy.
Alright. See you.
Going.
Cheers.
Yeah, hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good
Yeah,
time.
this was a delight.
Very happy with my can't get rid of a bomb joke. Not bombing. Was very happy about.
That was very good.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Cheers.
See you.
Sprig, GD, anything you want to say before we head out?
For my own thing to shout out, I'm just another $220-ish away from our $1,000 goal for Extra Life for this year.
Nice.
We made the 750 goals, so I have to do the VR Phasmophobia stream still. And then at $1,000, I was going to do the reading and recording of Go the Heck to Sleep for my YouTube channel. So that people can listen to it whenever you want to help you go to bed.
Yes.
And I will not be self-censoring for the event, like the actual recording. I will be recording the full version in all of its demonetized glory.
Hooray.
Just
Not
like
that my channel is monetized in the first place. On YouTube, anyway.
Yeah. GD?
I don't think I have anything particular or personal. The only thing I can say, watch Looney Tunes University. It's a great show.
Yeah, it's on my
That's all.
list.
That I can't really think of anything like a smaller creator or anything that I watched. It's pretty much just been cartoons and some work and playing Titanfall 2. That's about it.
Speaking of creators to shout out, though, hey, you guys on YouTube, if you look below the videos, there's this big red button you can click on. You should do it.
Yo! I've heard that button makes all of my dreams come true. Maybe it'll make your dreams come true too.
Statistically proven to make dreams come true.
All right.
For the person you're being subscribed to.
Exactly. All right.
Also, I was actually,
Huh?
I have a thing, because I'm going to be continuing stream here. But as we're winding down, I was actually gifted, like literally while we were in wind up, I had the developer of a game reach out to me on Discord and go, hey, here's a code for our game, you should play it sometime. So that's what I'm gonna do now.
I mean, why not? It's stuff for the stream.
Yeah. All right. I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. This has been an absolute delight. Cheers, friends.
Cheers.